Alright, and here's the video review for the new driver introduced just this past week on Kamen Rider Gaim, the Genesis driver. Yes, it is pronounced Genesis, apparently, on the TV show. I think it's supposed to be Genesis, but it's phonetically spoken, so they're saying Genesis. I think if you call it the Genesis driver, nobody would really get mad at you, but I'm going to say Genesis because that's what the driver says. So yeah, in the box you get the driver itself, the two belt pieces to attach it, the belt lock, as well as the MELON Energy lock seat, which you'll notice is very different from the regular MELON lock seat. It's thicker, just a little bit, not incredibly thicker, but a little bit thicker, just due to the mechanism. You got 3 hinges around it versus just the one down here, and it's clear, and it kind of has like a bendy straw lock on it. Which is common throughout the entire motif of the driver. When we first saw pictures of this and they weren't like super clear, I thought it looked vaguely like it looked techy, like the double driver, the red and the black, and kind of the tech details. And what I thought was tech details, you'll notice, is actually not. There's a cup down here to collect the juice, because rather than cut the fruit like the Sengoku driver does, it juices it. And so there's a cup down here to collect the juice, and then all this tech detailing here, what I thought was tech detailing, it's actually a sippy straw running through up to here on the whole driver. So that's kind of funny. And the driver itself, like I said, you squeeze the juice, it squeezes like this and activates some things. So let's go ahead and turn everything on. I'm going to go ahead and pop this belt off just because it's going to let me get a little bit more, well, no, maybe not. It doesn't stand on its own as well as the Sengoku driver. I thought I'd take that off and maybe have a little bit more room to push it back and work with. But, oh well. You can see most of it here, in the thing here. We'll go ahead and turn it on. There's a switch on the back. Okay, this is the driver, and it lights up down there in the sippy cup. Turn on the switch. Okay, so it just makes a little tech detailing when it turns on. Now, the button on the back here does different things. It doesn't play the Invis game. Energy, standby. Energy, startup. I can't tell what it said there. And connecting. So I don't know what all that's all about, but those are the sounds that it makes cycling through the lock seat. May I unlock it? And play some cool little noises. And I go ahead and snap it on the driver. And now it's waiting for you to activate it, what you do by squeezing it. Alright, sorry, I was just rocking out back here to the song. So yeah, so then it lights up, it powers up. You see it's got the orange light for the melon juice. And it does change. We'll get into that in a minute. You saw it glowed white when it was powering up. Now that it knows that the MELON Energy is attacked and you've hensioned into MELON Energy arms, it fills up with the melon juice. Now it has 2 attacks. It doesn't have 3 attacks like the Sengoku. It just has the skosh and the sparking noises. So to do skosh, you just do this once. Driver lights up and makes the MELON Energy skosh, and then it's got sparking. And maybe that's to account for the fact that it looks like the Sonic arrow is way more powerful than the Muso Saber, so it doesn't need all the attacks on the driver itself, but who knows? I'm sure we'll see more of how that functions as the show progresses. So that's pretty much what this driver does. Again, we'll show some stuff to it. Go ahead and pop the lock off here. Now on the lock itself, it does hinge forward a little bit for the Sengoku driver. Yes. As well as if you want to pop it open, there's a button right here on the back, and this is what gets activated right here on the driver. There's a little button back here in the corner that when you press it, pops the lock open. It's this little hinge right here. So to fold it back up, you have to fold the bottom two up first, and then this top part folds in on top of it. But if you want to just pop it open, just fiddle with it like you can the other locks. That's how you do it. Now, on regarding the locks, like I said, it fills up with the orange juice, or the orange-colored juice, because it's supposed to be the cantaloupe juice from the melon. Now, we know there's Sigurd, Marika, is that the peach arms? And then Duke, the lemon energy. And if you have a lock attached, and I'm going to do this weird, these three switches right here are what control the color that comes out down here. And you'll notice on the back of the lock switch, there's a little hole right here, a little opening. And depending on how wide that is, it presses down certain buttons of these. And that's what changes the color on the lock. So we'll go ahead and just going to lock this in up here. Just so it thinks there's a lock on. Yes, yes, yes. If you push up on the first one, you get orange. So there's the orange for the melon energy. If you push up the second one, you get kind of a purple-pink for peach energy. If you push up on the third one, you get kind of a greeny yellow for Duke's lemon energy. And if you push up on the first two, you get the red for Sigurd's cherry energy. So let me go ahead and, come on. Oh, let me just do this by hand. So yeah, you're not getting all the other special sound effects, but it will change color based on which lock is attached, which is something I was really hoping was going to happen, and I'm glad to see that it does that. Now you can put a standard, yes. You can put a standard lock on here. It won't really activate it because, again, there's nothing to pop the thing open. So you can put it on there, and it will glow. You can squash it, and it will do its henshin noise, but it doesn't pop open or anything like that. You can still do your attacks. It just, it kind of cycles through the colors. It doesn't have a specific way of activating the original lock seeds. However, vice versa, you push this little button on top here, and you can pop this whole section out. And with that section popped out, we'll put this driver off to the side. You take it, you can put, so we can go ahead and slap melon on here. Is that not on anymore? Oh yeah, I forgot to turn that off. And then you can take this piece, and this will attach. I remember when I reviewed this, there was a button under here that I didn't understand what it did. Well, now I know. You slide this on, and then you can attach an energy lock seed onto the Sengoku driver. Hopefully not popping it open in the process, but... Oh, there we go. And somehow it knows. So when you fire off this, it'll let this happen, and then it'll play whatever it plays over here. So if you just slice open melon here, Jinbo melon, ho ho, and there. Now I don't know. Oh! Hey, look at that. Jinba Melon Ole. So that said Melon Ole, and that said Jinba Melon Ole. So it does have the Ole noise over here. It just only happens when it's connected. That's kind of cool. I'm going to have to figure out how it knows when it's connected over here. So there, when it's attached to the Sengoku driver, it does have all three attacks. That's kind of neat. And you just fold them up, And then you've got like a double melon driver. We'll go ahead and put this back on the back onto the Genesis driver here, where it belongs. But yeah, a neat little. Oh, okay, fine. We'll do it one more time. So yeah, that's the Genesis driver in a nutshell. Some of the stuff noises we figured out we haven't seen on the show yet, so I'm not sure exactly what they want to do or what they're going to do. I'm really looking forward to seeing how it interacts with the Sengoku driver when somebody's wearing it, because I'm curious if it upgrades their outfit or what. But there it is, the Genesis driver from Kamen Rider Gaim with the Melon Energy Lock Seed. Just a real quick addition here, because I was messing around and I was like, wait a minute, because it turns out this one knows it's attached over here because it pushes down both of the buttons back here, the little buttons on the DX lock seeds, whereas versus one or the other determined whether it was in the Muso Saber or the Genesis or the Sengoku driver. I'm assuming it's the same thing with the Sengoku driver or the Genesis driver and the Sonic Arrow for the energy lock seeds. But if you put two normal lock seeds on the Sengoku driver using the Genesis driver bit, it does actually delay the sound on the second lock. So, like if you do Ole, it'll do hit one first and then that one second in tandem. So, so you can do like he is going to be Hawaiian Punch at the end of this. Or Rider Punch at the end of this, because goddamn, because that still makes me laugh. You can mix fruits on the Sengoku driver and do combo attacks, like a Rider Punch. Anyway.